Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a character analysis of one of the most talked about figures of our time, Donald Trump. Whether you love him or loathe him, you can't deny that he's made a huge impact on the media and culture. So, let's look at him objectively. What makes him tick? What's fascinating about his personality and the way he engages with the world around him? Let's get into it. Donald Trump. First up, let's talk about Trump's undeniable ability to generate news stories. I mean, this guy has a knack for grabbing headlines like nobody else. From his controversial statements to his bold actions, there's always something going on that keeps him in the news. He has this unique talent for turning even the most mundane situation into a major event, all thanks to his social media presence. It's wild. And let's not forget about the financial impact he has on media outlets. News companies literally thrive when they cover Trump, from clickbait articles to those viral moments we can't stop watching. Advertisers jump on board too, aiming for that boost in viewership when Trump's name pops up. Now, moving on to a more personal side. Did you know Trump is a huge football fan? Yep, he's not just about politics. He really enjoys the sport and often connects with fans during big games. It kind of shows that he's in tune with a big part of American culture, tapping into those moments that bring people together. Speaking of being in tune, Trump also has some strong feelings about his intelligence. He doesn't believe anyone should challenge it. He's pretty confident about what he knows and how he thinks. Those statements about being the smartest guy in the room, yeah, they're pretty consistent with his overall persona. Let's talk about some of the quirks that make up his character. One interesting habit? Apparently, he spends quite a bit of time staring at pictures of himself when he was younger. How wild is that? For several hours a day, he reflects on his past self. That definitely says something about self-image and what's going on in his head, right? It could show a complex relationship with ego and personal image. One thing you can't ignore about Trump is his sense of humor. He has a very specific way of engaging with people that often involves making jokes or lighthearted comments. It's that humor that can either break the ice or make people cringe. Sometimes he answers questions in a really creative way, like almost every third or fourth time. He'll throw in a funny quip that catches everyone off guard. And trust me, he's got a way of communicating that can leave you scratching your head. It's like hell dodge a question, but then hell hit you with a clever response later on. That unpredictability keeps folks on their toes. Now let's chat about his trolling. When you see Trump making outrageous comments or poking fun at people, what do you think? Some argue it's a way for him to spread joy and connect with supporters, while others think it's just plain petty. Whatever your take, it's definitely a big part of how he engages with the public. And his trolling doesn't just spark reactions from his fans. It gets extensive coverage from the media and often leads to intense debates. People seem to either love it or hate it, but there's no denying that it gets people talking. So, when we take a step back and look at the whole picture, Trump is a complex character, as charismatic yet divisive. He has the ability to keep audiences deeply engaged and emotionally charged, whether they're for him or against him. You can sense the energy he brings into a room or a Twitter thread. It's fascinating to see how he can make people feel so strongly about him, one way or another. It's almost like a roller coaster, and he's the one driving the ride. To wrap it all up, Donald Trump is undeniably a character that's hard to ignore. We've covered his knack for media, his personal interests, his unique habits, his sense of humor, and of course, his trolling. At the end of the day, he's someone who keeps everyone on the edge of their seat. So what do you think? Is he a mastermind of engagement or just a chaotic presence? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more engaging content. Thanks for hanging out today, and well, catch you next time.